Okay. Well, I believed that. For a brief summary, just to wrap it up really quick, I want to say that space aliens have invaded the Earth, not the way you thought they were going to do it. They didn't come shooting laser beams. They did it the smarter way. If you ask me, what they did is they kidnapped human women over the last 70 years, planting the alien seed into women. Women gave birth to hybrids. They were placed by the CIA into various families around the world, mainly in America and the UK. Over time, placed into the government, into powerful positions. Also, movie stars, pop stars. Those are for the cultural reasons, to persuade us in a different view, to get us, to control us in our beliefs, and they infiltrated the government. The hybrids, they're humanoids, but they're not human like you and me. See, you and me come from Noah. We come from Adam and Eve, and they're part Adam and Eve, part Noah, but the other part of them is space alien. Now the Greys, it's possible, are clones that are more like robots. They're clones though, but that are more like they do the work. The smaller Greys is what I'm led to believe. The taller Greys are reptilian. I heard they have scales on their skin. The taller Greys are the ones that are implanting their seed into human women, and they're making hybrids. Now, when they did this 6,000 years ago, after the fall of man, they were trying to corrupt the seed to prevent the Messiah from being born, Jesus Christ, because he's going to be born if all the genetics were taken over by alien seed. So God sent a flood, wiped them away. I believe some of them, there are still traces of, because people saw rays after the flood, but very seldom, once every 100 years, once every 50 years, very seldom. There wasn't enough of them to do much. Then you have human beings and the bloodline of the ones that were left behind. I believe that there was a bloodline, Nephilim, possibly, the royal family. But anyways, regardless, it was human beings for the most part for the last 5,000 years until the 20s, when Crawley opened up the portals, doing black magic rituals, sacrificing children to Satan, opening up the portals up in space, allowing these demonic entities to come back through. They impregnated the women, put their babies that are alien but look humanoid into public. Now they're all over the place. I don't know how many there are. I'm guessing there's at least 1 million, but there's probably more. And that's why you see all this advanced technology, because they're using it to trap us, to box us in. Oh, sorry, the first time they came was to corrupt the seed so Christ couldn't be born. Christ won at Calvary. So the devil knows he lost. So he knows it's over. What he's doing is he's tricking the people below him, the hybrids. He's tricking the lower class to believe that he's going to let them live forever, so he can get them to do what he wants. What he wants is he wants to have everybody on earth worship him, and basically not worship God. He desires direct worship, so when he can't get that, he'll have you worship Buddha, Hare Krishna, Muhammad, anything else, Allah, who is not the God of the Christians. But he wants direct worship. So right now he's working for the direct worship thing finally. He wants to finally get that direct worship. His whole plan is to get the direct worship, destroy the entire earth. the people below him, the human sellouts, and the Nephilim, think they're going to live forever. And this time, he corrupted the human seed to bring in the one world order, which is the kingdom of Lucifer. Just when he gets it, because the Bible says he will get it, he will achieve this. The Bible says it. He'll achieve it just when has it in his hand. He's closing his hand to hang on to it. His hand's closing. Christ comes in with all the angels and destroys them. Really, he destroys the earth because of his glory. He retrieves the Christians. We go up to heaven with him. We get new bodies. Lucifer and the fallen angels are left behind on a dark, destroyed earth with no sun to look at all the damage he did, all the destruction. All mankind is dead except for the Christians that went up to heaven. Christ comes back in 1,000 years. Then you got the second resurrection, which is all the sinners, all the fallen. And Christ throws everything into the lake of fire, which is the second death. After the evil pay for their crimes, their light goes out forever, and they're eternally dead. There's no forever burning in a lake of fire. There's your punishment, and then you get the second death. Second death comes, the first death is when you die. Second death is when you come back to be judged in God's courtroom, and you get the second death. You're all by yourself, one-on-one with God, and it's going to confront you. And it's not going to feel good at all. You're going to feel so guilty when you realize that you actually kind of knew this stuff already, but you fought against your own feelings. You have to deal with it. Then you're going to be punished, and then you go out. As Christians go on forever and ever and ever, there's no end to it. Death is thrown away. Death is death. The devil, death, and all evil things are thrown into the lake of fire, and there'll never be death ever again. God promises this will never happen again. This is only going to happen this one time. It's a cosmic war. Because when Lucifer questioned God, the angels thought, oh, we're being forced to worship him. Maybe the devil has a point. So God has to prove that it's by choice, by free will. Then when this is over, he'll never be questioned again. As Christians go on forever, and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever, ever, forever, ever, and you look back at this as a memory of how the devil betrayed God, betrayed himself, and took one out of every 3 angels with them to death. This is what we're battling, folks. Get your heart right with Jesus Christ. This is not a space alien from planet Mars. These are interdimensional beings that at the very top of the pyramid, they know they're doomed. And when it comes down, they have all these promises they can't keep. Thanks for watching.